Hey, hey, John. What? What is it? Come on. I'm moving out next Saturday. Can you help me out? Sorry, man. I've got too much on my plate. Say what? Hello, and welcome to the first episode of this new series of videos. Before we start with the video itself, I will tell you how these videos are going to work. First, the name of this series is called Say What? Or more precisely, Say What? And well, say what is an expression that you use when you don't understand something. So if somebody says something that you don't understand, you say what? And that means I don't understand. Explain to me. Okay? And that is exactly what I am going to do here. I am going to explain to you some expressions, everyday common expressions that maybe you don't know, but they are common. They are everywhere, in the movies, in the television, in the conversations on the street, everywhere. So I am going to explain those expressions to you. But it's not only that. I will do more than that. First, I am going to take the complete sentence, the entire sentence, and I am going to break it down in pieces. I am going to separate the expression into its components, and I will explain you the meaning of each individual part of the expression. So you know more words. You are going to learn the meanings of different words, but then I will explain you what is the meaning of the complete sentence. It's a complete different meaning. Sometimes it's literal, sometimes you know, yes, that's obvious, but sometimes you don't, because sometimes the meaning changes when you put the words together, okay? And I will explain you the expression, and also I will tell you in what situations you can use these expressions. Maybe we can check some examples. And also I will tell you why I chose that expression in particular. Okay? Perfect. Now in these episodes, in these new videos, like as you noticed, we don't have any subtitles here. It's everything in English, but I will try to speak not very fast. I will not use very difficult words. I will use everyday language so you can understand. If you don't understand something of this video, you can go back to the comment section here on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, and you can ask. Maybe you ask me directly, Alan, I didn't understand this thing, or what is the meaning of that word? I didn't understand. Maybe I can answer you, or maybe other members of Free Talk can answer you. So we can start having conversations and helping each other. Okay, that is the idea of this series. Okay, so then let's start with the first expression of this first episode. As you noticed on the intro of this video, the first expression of this new series is too much on my plate. Too much on my plate. Do you know that expression? Is that expression familiar to you? No? Okay, so then let's start. First, we have the word too. T-O-O, too. What is too? We can use too with two different meanings. First, we can use too to express agreement, to say I am the same as you, or I do the same as you, or I think the same as you. For example, if I say I live in Mexico, you say me too, and that means you live in Mexico, I live in Mexico. We have something positive in common. You live here, I live here. Or I say I like pizza, I like pizza. Oh, me too. So you like pizza, I like pizza. Okay, that is one of the meanings of the word too. You express you have something in common, positive, with another person or another group of persons. And then there is another meaning of the word too. And too can mean more than necessary. So it's not a normal quantity or a normal amount. It's more than the necessary, more than the usual. For example, if I say, well, right now it's Friday afternoon, so I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah, that's normal tired. I am not very tired. I am only tired. I'm tired. But maybe it's Friday afternoon and I didn't sleep last night and I didn't sleep the night before because I was working. So then I am not only tired, I am too tired. It's so much more tired than usual. So that is the expression. Too can mean more than the normal. Then we have much. Much is exactly what you were thinking. Much is much. If you combine these two words, too and much, you have an expression that indicates more than the necessary, but you are talking about things that you cannot count. For example, what things you cannot count? For example, water. The water is a liquid. So you don't say 2 waters or 3 waters or 4 waters. It's not possible to say that. So in this case, you are going to use too much to refer to water. For example, you say too much water, and that is a lot, a huge amount of water. Too much water. Or too much sugar, or too much coffee, or too much food. Okay, so you talk about the things that are in a huge amount, but you cannot put a number to that. That is too much. Then we have on. On is a preposition that you use to indicate that something is on the surface. It's not in the interior, but it's on the surface. For example, in this case, I can say my hand is on the wall. It's only on the wall. It is touching the wall. It is on the surface of the wall, but it's not in the wall. Or maybe I can say, for example, my hand is on my chest. It's on my chest. Or my hand is in my pocket. Okay, so that is the difference on in. In the interior. On only on the surface. My finger is on my nose. Not my finger is in. Okay, good. And then we have my. My, of course, indicate that something is my property. For example, this is my jacket. It's my jacket. It's not your jacket. It's my jacket. Okay? And finally, we have the word plate. This is a plate. It's the thing you use to put your food here and you eat from the plate. That's very, very obvious, I think. Okay, so those are the meanings of these separate individual words. But what does it mean when you put all the words together in the expression? Too much on my plate. So imagine that you have a plate and you have food. You have maybe in your plate, you have 1 hamburger in your plate, and I mean, you still have space for more food. You don't have too much on your plate. But maybe you put another hamburger, another, and you have 10 hamburgers. Now you don't have a lot of space, and then you put 10 hamburgers more, and now you have too much on your plate. So the implication of this is that when you have too much on your plate, you cannot have any more. You are full, your plate is full, you are crammed with hamburgers and you cannot have more hamburgers. That is the literal implication, but usually people use this expression to talk in a maybe non-literal or metaphorical way. So when you say that you have too much in your plate, basically you mean that you are very busy. You cannot do any other thing because you are very busy, because you have too much on your plate. So let's remember the conversation we had in the beginning. The first man asks the other, hey, I am moving out next Saturday, which means I am changing my address. I am moving to a different house next Saturday. Can you help me? And the other person responds, sorry, I can't. I have too much on my plate. I don't have time to do other things. I cannot help you move to a different house because I have too much on my plate. Okay? So that is the meaning of too much on my plate. Now, I will tell you why, specifically why I decided to explain this expression to you on this episode number 1. Usually, normally, I am not a person that works a lot. Yes, my work life is usually very relaxed. So I have some classes every day, but it's not like I get home and I'm too tired, I need to sleep. No, I usually have a lot of free time. But since the beginning of this year, since the beginning of 2015, that changed. Because in that moment I said, wow, I want to make something different. I want to create something to help people learn English. I know they are having a difficult time and I want to help these people learn English easily. It was not easy for me because there was a lot of work. I needed to do a lot of things. I had to start writing the principles of the course that you finished. I had to start buying material for the things that I needed, writing the content, the sketches. I started designing the website, the image, the graphic design. I started learning how to make photo edition, audio edition, video edition, all those things. And it was really, really complicated. And actually, this was a long process, but the last month, so the month in November, the month before the official launch of the course, I had too much on my plate. I was so busy. I did not sleep some nights. I was working all day. I was stressed. I had too much on my plate. So in this time, a lot of people, a lot of my friends invited me to do things like, hey, I have a birthday party next Saturday. And my answer always was, sorry, man, I have too much on my plate. Of course, not in English because I speak Spanish normally, but it was the equivalent. I would say, sorry, I can't go, I have too much on my plate. Or they said, Alan, we are working on this project. Do you want to be a part of the project? Sorry, I can't, I have too much on my plate. Okay? Actually, right now, I am recording this video, this first episode, but I am still working on the course. I have not finished the course and I am working now with these new videos. So, as you can imagine, I have too much on my plate. Okay, so that is the meaning of this expression, too much on my plate, very, very busy. If you are busy and you want to say people that you are busy, you can say, I am very busy, but you can also say, I have too much on my plate. I have too much on my plate. Okay, so that is the end of this episode number 1 of this new series of videos called Say What. So, my question for you today is, do you ever have too much on your plate? Are you usually very busy? Is your work very demanding? If you do, how does that make you feel? So please let me know. You can let me know on the comments here on YouTube, maybe the comments on Facebook, or you can use the hashtag too much on my plate on Twitter. So that's it. I will see you in the next videos. We have more videos for you. I have more surprises for you. Say What is only one of the many videos that I have for you to help you learn English, to help you absorb the language. And I would like to know if you like this. How do you like this? Is this something that you want to watch every week? So let me know. And please don't forget, if you like what you are watching, if you like what we are doing, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you receive a notification every time I make a new video for you. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and also if you don't know about the free course, you can go to www.freetalkenglish.com and get your course absolutely free and start learning how to learn better. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being here. I will see you next week with a new video. Maybe say what? Maybe a different one. See you then.